Hello, Bruce Bowlby again. Today I'd like to talk to you about workers' compensation claims. Those are extremely difficult claims because, again, of various amendments to the Accident Compensation Act or workers' compensation legislation in all states. In my 30 years, I have acted for many injured workers who have sustained an injury during the course of their employment. One of the most interesting of my cases in the last few years was a lady who had suffered from asthmatic problems due to pollen in the air. She had lived in New South Wales, and her doctors had recommended that her problem would be alleviated to a great degree if she moved to Victoria, which she did with her husband and family, and found great relief from her asthmatic problems. However, she obtained a job with the TAB as a console operator at one of the major race courses here in Melbourne. She began to notice a development of her coughing problems again and consulted her doctors, who, after many tests, determined that she was now suffering from passive smoking syndrome due to the various punters who came into the TAB to place bets, smoking and put forward. She made a complaint to her employer, which was ignored, but eventually the employer issued a policy that there was no longer smoking allowed within the offices of the TAB where there were console operators. However, the punters would continue to smoke outside where the doors were open and the smoke still came in. The insurance company, despite the fact that their own medical doctors agreed with the diagnosis, refused to pay her any compensation. And because of the seriousness of her injury, we ran that case before a jury for a period of over a week, and she received a substantial amount by way of damages from the jury. It was a very pleasing result for both the client and for me.